Why is it hurting now, of all times? Hello, everyone. I need to fix my thing not disappearing. I keep forgetting. Hi, chat. We are cards up as soon as we walk out of here. I'll be going in a minute. I'm trying to see if Smalls is gonna make her way here first. We're meeting with Derek. We're meeting with the Scrappers as a part of the Valentes. You stink.
Asshole.
Bitch. I'm trying to wait and see if Smalls is gonna make her way here first so they can go together or not. Though I think she might be in the other instance. Oh, Falad's here. Let me check. I don't think anyone's gonna have a visual of her on their streams. Hello.
Oh no, I got the sniffles.
Tissue. I hope the AC is not too annoying, chat. I really can't go without it right now.
I was hoping somewhere indoors, but oh well.
There's a factory somewhere.
I mean, if he's already here, we have to find him.
Derek's here. Just give me a fucking second. Come on. Derek, where are you?
This has got ominous written all over it.
Middle of all the buildings. Got it.
Awesome.
I think just left already.
Okay, good. I'm more talking about other people.
That makes it easy.
There's a giant laser beam. I think I know where he's at.
I think I assumed that was him, yeah.
He's put the fucking bat signal out, okay?
I said we should get one of those for the scrapper base. Big floodlight with the logo on it.
Please, God, no. I don't want us to get carpet bombed.
Scrap signal.
I didn't consider that as a fact. Yeah, no, that's fine. I didn't consider the fact that it would also tell everyone where we were.
Oh,
Like,
thank
it doesn't
God.
have much of a
God,
half-life
God,
there to give off that much color. Hey up.
Hello.
Mm.
mic
Did they
down the
manage to push you
table.
down the stairs?
Anyone who threatens to push you down the stairs, I give you full permission to break their kneecaps off when you get your legs
Do you
out.
know how many fucking people
There were so
wanted
many
to-
people walking behind him, and I had to stand in front of him to make sure no one pushed him.
No, nobody was gonna push me down the damn stairs. I was actually mostly safe because of fucking Powder, which is amazing. I was like, thank God, I've got people here I know. Yeah, Powder.
And that's why you need a jetpack on the back.
I don't need to put a fucking jetpack on something that doesn't need it.
But imagine how cool
I
it'd be.
don't think we
something
should
more
put like
useful.
dirt bike wheels and like an engine.
Who are those folks?
Network.
I was about to say one of them.
Okay, that's good to hear.
They're both network.
Network.
Hey, friends.
Are you sitting in that?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've only just got the use of my legs
Right,
back
so
after
like a
they
little
have
potty
been
mouth.
crushed by a dredge
I will
unit,
let
so,
you
you
have it
know.
when we roll it backwards.
Again, I don't mind. It's funny. Oh, dear. Oh, fuck it now.
You okay?
Yeah. I have a few broken bones to heal them.
Oh.
Hey, you're not supposed to break those.
Look at this
gonna
conveniently
break your
placed
fucking
crate I can sit on.
I was about to say, get comfortable, folks, because it's gonna be a good.
I'm just gonna abuse a bit of magic.
It has been a rather long time since I've seen you, Derek. Who are you?
Rod, good for sitting down in the air.
There we go.
Many times.
I found a little lump of
I'll thank you
shit.
for it.
But there's nothing that.
Of course.
I'm gonna kill you.
No, you won't.
That's not nice.
One day. One day.
I'm a bit of a charitable man.
Do you want my little my little cloak?
To sit on.
Stupid
Yeah.
bitch.
I got this curb here. It's nice.
Little cloak. A little cloak here. Do you
I've got this sick, like,
Look, look.
90-degree angle
Your
curb.
face is here unless you're scared of someone who shouldn't be here poking your heads in.
Where's my job?
However,
There we go.
you may have noticed, or may not have noticed, I have the enlightened on the air recorded. Not these ones. Other ones. The ones that fight with me.
Yeah.
I get it, you hate me now. Oh yeah, you haven't seen me yet. New and improved.
And shorter.
You've gone shorter. Don't do it for us, Melina.
Don't, please. I don't want to do more labor.
I think mine
There is
wins.
someone
I think
recognize.
I think I've seen what yours
don't
could
think
do. I
any-
think mine wins.
No, it does.
Any disguise could hide him.
I'll break your phone, that's about it.
Hey, oh, big girl.
Get your sillies out before the meeting, because once the meeting starts, we need to lock
My
in,
sillies
otherwise
are
we'll be sitting
all
here for 12 hours.
Sillies, I'm shooting someone with a radium rifle.
Fucking sitting here for 12 hours. We got bullshit to do and shut the fuck up.
Alright, who are missing?
Let's see.
Lady Riot.
Yeah, doesn't say right.
Bucky.
Nick's gonna be late.
Yeah,
You
Riot.
got room on the
Bucky.
rod if anyone needs a seat.
I don't think Bucky's gonna make this one.
Shame.
Shame indeed.
We're waiting for Bandam Smasher, then we've got...
It's fine. Any information Bucky needs can be transferred over. Unfortunately, our expert on the, what's it called? Fuck.
Scanners.
Scanners, thank you. Yes, cannot make it today.
And then Vic will be late, so.
Okay.
But he'll be on the way.
I can't control Riot, and if she's not here on time, she's not here on time. We're not gonna wait.
I'll make notes.
She's on her way. She's on her way.
In the
Should we
document, I
say-
made a page for collecting notes if you want to use that page. Otherwise, use whatever you
sure.
want. I mean, already there's an itinerary for the meeting on the second tab for anyone who needs, like, an outline of what we're talking about.
I've got it in my head. It means it starts with me yapping.
Should we give until 45 after and then start officially? So that way,
I'd say give it till like 45 works. I was gonna say 40.
yeah, it gives an easy time and
Yeah, fair enough.
Covered in dirt.
Yeah.
I gotta wait a minute.
Get comfortable.
mm,
Find a nice place to sit.
7 minutes. I have 7 minutes to dick around.
I'm gonna
yeah.
fucking
Get your sillies out for
Get
7
your
minutes.
Dickens and all that out. Pretty much once the meeting starts.
Which she can stop thinking about.
yeah.
Me when I have
Once
to
the meeting
kill
starts,
Melina
we need to
because
focus
I'm
and lock in.
bored.
A lot of it will be mostly the people who are leading will be talking. A lot of stuff, even if it's important, if it's not super important to the actual attack, because LF is very big and there's a lot of stuff about it, but some details may not be as important for specifically planning. So there may be some things where they are interesting to know, but they don't change the plans when it comes to the attack. So if something...
Well, it could change what everyone else is going to do. After all, the scrappers are being a big distraction. You all are going to do something else.
To an extent, yes. I mean, things like basically small details where it comes down to it's an interesting development, but it won't actually change the course of our planning if we come across details like that.
As I must admit, the scrappers in the main attack will be serving as a good distraction for what I have been planning and will be doing in the midst of the chaos.
I'll send
Alright.
me and
Also-
my lad's gonna assist after all the talks are done.
Right, so we'll go in the order, and I will explain the order. I know who the leaders of each group is, so we're gonna start with me. If you don't know who I am, I'm Derek. I am the head of the Enlightened. You may not have seen me because I spent a lot of my time industrial, killing Elite Foundry, putting up a good fight against them because I do not want them to erase us, what they are trying to do. And then for the network, are redacted in the fucking plans. Who's your leader? The red one.
Mari, sorry, I'm Ethan. Don't worry.
Oh, Mari, right. I know the leader of the Valentes.
Hi.
She has brown hair.
Have you not seen me since... Have you not seen me since... Have you not seen me since I turned into this?
Like, fucking around, or he's like...
He doesn't. He did say he doesn't get out much.
Oh, yeah, no, I
do
turned
get out
into
much,
this.
That's not it.
She's
I
a
guess we just
moth.
haven't spoken.
Well, that's
Yeah, I
Marge.
Yeah,
This is March, yes.
That's March.
That's smart.
She's the leader of the Valentes, so when she's speaking, we know we'll interrupt her. Do I really have to explain who is in charge of the riot?
I wonder who.
It's Melina.
It's me.
And referencing the meeting outline instead of William's basic timeline, as it's been a bit changed.
There's a meeting outline? There's another
There's a
one?
meeting outline?
Tab. In the
Oh,
document
there's a
tab.
tab.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
It
yeah.
might
Oh,
make a little
goodness.
more sense. Yes.
It's almost like I gave them editing access, and I was like, y'all do this. Because I'm not a fucking planner, I'm a foreman.
I didn't know there were more tabs. Okay, well, okay, that changes
You're
it.
what?
I didn't know you wanted us to do
It's not paperwork, it's a
It's
fucking
not.
outline.
That's what he just mentioned. Editing access. I thought that meant like a subtle. Hey, you guys were supposed to write.
Listen, I know your NC
No,
education.
I just got editing access.
Hey, get fucked. I was a history teacher before I was this. Get fucked.
Deal with the subway surface and ban the guy funny moments each be on the side of the meeting notes for you.
God.
Right.
It would be really funny. It would be really funny.
Excuse me.
Okay. Right, I guess we'll look from top to bottom.
Works well enough for me. When it comes to the individual groups, not much has changed in the order. Or, I guess a little bit has changed in the order, but...
I guess I better start. As William may have told you, but I have no idea how much he has told you. The Enlightened are, well, I won't say have, building a big EMP bomb. How we got that? Should I tell them how we got that?
I mean, you can. I don't give a shit. I ain't told them how we got it. I just
We
told
saw
them.
from ball cultists. And basically, it's a big EMP bomb. Those plans the ball cultists had were going to take out, like, a significant portion of the city. We have made it smaller, the size of a single building. Our idea is we're going to take it and hit a crucial point of LF infrastructure with a massive blow, make them scared of us and fearful of us, and maybe using that tactic to discuss surrender, better terms for scrappers, stuff like that, potentially. Or use it to dig the knife in deeper, which I think we've all decided we're doing instead. After all, who trusts League Boundary on their word? Exactly.
I do have something to add that could be a pretty good critical location to actually use it for.
Alright, hit me with it.
I have data on every single power plant they have within industrial. The locations, what the security is looking like, everything.
Last time we knocked out power and industrial, at least someone fucking did, all causes ran loose and became a major problem, slaughtering hundreds if not thousands. We're not taking out a power station. What the fuck are we gonna do with a power station? No. We need to put out something that sends a message. Anyone can blow up a power station and knock out the power grid.
Plus it'll affect civilian synthetics and the like, so, yeah.
Exactly,
Going
I
into
don't
the
want
foundry
to
specifically.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
The war table. Did you get a copy of that?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Correct.
My line of the people who put that war table together. Of course I've got a copy.
Yeah, a lot of my shit that I get nowadays is gone from hand to hand to hand to make sure it's not traced back to anyone specific, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, if it traces back to us, it's not like League Boundary doesn't know we're fucking mother. Anyway. So, what, you want to take out one of those big, important outpost buildings with it?
Could be good. We've already got a couple, or at least the Riot already has a couple, but there are some bigger ones.
One in mind. It'll be a massive pain to get there. It certainly will distract League Boundary if we do, and certainly will be a massive kick to a certain man's ego. It will be really funny to see technicians' office without lights for a few hours.
Oh no.
I
mean... Is this the same place that we had before?
No, it's Foreman's place.
Okay.
The fact that from what I've learned, the towers don't go down with much explosive force at all, and this is a once-in-a-lifetime bomb we have on us, so I don't think we should do something generic.
The EMP bomb will not destroy anything physically. It's not an actual bomb, it's an EMP. It will shut down and frazzle any electronics.
So I don't think we should use it for them towers. We should burn them down up.
Only other idea?
Maury, what you got?
If you do end up attacking Technician's main headquarters in regards to using this device, you wouldn't just be shutting down my understanding, anything involving technician, you'll also be shutting down everything that's connected to it. And last I checked with the information involving that specific spot, you wouldn't just be taking out the people that are, controlling that area, but also the people that are captive. By using an EMP system, you would essentially doom those people inside.
You mean the black box? I wasn't going to EMP the black box.
There is a major server location inside, or I should say, there's a major input and output from technicians' main location of an entryway in and out. If that is to be disturbed, I don't think we should hit that directly. No. You want to do impact without causing too much issues. There really isn't an option, to be fair. Right now. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, for the rest of the populace, at this point, there is no real option that doesn't involve the populace.
I think I have one idea. You see, there is one person who doesn't really do anything for the people other than stamp his metal boot on their necks, wandering around, being the security and military hand of industrial. Not to mention, I know, from what I like in scouting, he's looking for something. And if he's looking for something, that's not good. So what I say, if we find one of Nautilus's nice big ports, and hit one of them.
Spaceports.
Yeah, something that's only got military people in it.
Spaceports in general could be a good target because they get half their fucking shit from space and off-world.
Yeah,
Exactly.
good call, actually.
Cut off their supply temporarily.
Got a hand over there.
Yeah.
You might be able to get away with stealing some fancy ship being transported as well if you hit a spaceport.
Exactly. Right. Okay.
Would it be possible in that case? Is it possible to wait until there's at least a decent number of ships or one very big target while they're in that port, so that way not only do you hit the port, but one of their large vessels as well?
That'd be a good idea. We'll find the right time for that. We'll have people monitoring targets, noting in people going in, and, oh, there's the man. Right. Okay. Vic.
He just got started.
I will acquaint him now. I have a big EMP bomb. Enough to disable a single big building. Not a whole part of the fucking city.
We need you have an interesting way of doing introductions. Sorry, just walk in and I have a big EMP bomb.
He has a bomb.
Yeah. Hi.
Vic, you know me. You know I would have a bomb.
He wants you over there.
Right.
He wants you over there.
I'm going to explain quickly. We're going over potential targets so everyone else can do their things, get distractions in, and strengthen their positions industrial while weakening elite boundaries. We are now vying for targets. A good target that will cause a lot of distraction, also be a big hit to elite boundary, and we are about to vote. Right. I will consider every single suggestion and ask people to vote on it. Just vote, raise your hand. Don't say anything, just raise your hand. Right. For green guy's suggestion of a power generator, raise your hand. Right.
Can I make a suggestion real quick?
Yeah.
I currently still have my hands on something that was given to me during the last fight that happened with Ella. I was given the Holy Hand Grenade, is all I know is what it was called.
Oh.
I have that.
Okay.
If you want to hit another place on top of it, I can preset it off when we hit our actual
Well, that's
place.
something for you to do.
I'm just
Lighten up our own
guessing.
bomb. We're going to make sure our bomb goes in place. If you want to do another bomb to hit them twice as hard, go ahead.
We'll leave that to the network's discretion.
Well,
No.
All right, so.
Not William.
Right, continuing on. We need to get through this. We're also going to be here forever. Right, voting for next was Riot's suggestion of one of the big outposts that they have. You know, those massive buildings. I took one. It's filled with those weird red crystals. Raise your hand if you vote for that.
Yeah, the word fucked up.
Quick question about that, actually.
I was about to say, I got questions about it as well.
How quickly, if we did hit one of these outposts, because it sounds preferable, but how quickly could they just repair and replace the entire thing? The one that you hit before, or have they still retaken it?
No, we still got it.
We've also got the ones that Riot has under control too. They haven't taken it back. We get occasional waves of them trying to push back, but it doesn't take much for them to get repelled again.
Exactly. Well, it sounds like if they're not willing to spend that much resources recapturing them, they're not actually that important.
To add into the actual importance of them all, there is actual significant importance to these locations. If they found out one of the locations suddenly just has no energy signature whatsoever from that point forth, they'll be freaking the fuck out. Big time.
Well, they certainly know we'll be going there.
You implying we attempt to make them believe we have fucking more of these things and use this one as a scare tactic?
That's generally what I was going for.
I don't think we can. I'm uneasy on how easily we can bluff something like this, but.
I'm saying if you use it on the outpost, that will be definitely something that will make them shit themselves. It's not something they can just recover. It's not. It's also something they can't just recover. That's a big thing I need to point out here. It's not something they can just recover.
We understand.
It's also...
We have to move on with the meeting. With that in mind, I'll do a re-vote for the outpost. Who, with all your suggestions in mind, who wants to still go for the outpost? We'll go for the outpost. 1, 2.
Thinking, well, it's probably going to be. Actually, I will say outpost.
3 votes for that one. No for the powder and a 3 for the V.
4.
Right, for 4. Oh, 4. Okay.
If you aren't super glowy, feel free to stand up to make sure your hand's seen.
After all, we aren't in the brightest spot, and I kind of went to a spot where we weren't going to be too noticed. Right. If you want to blow up Technician's office, raise your hand.
I think we all want to do that, but it's a bad idea.
All right. Yeah. And the final location, if we all vote for the Nautilus spaceport, raise your hand.
No, it's because I'm fucking dark, man.
It seems like people's taking out conclusive.
Could I ask one question about...
Alright, fine.
Remind me again what sect of LF Nautilus is a part of?
They're all part of that one.
Actually, giving a background on Nautilus right now might be a good idea to make sure everyone's on the same page.
As far as I'm aware, I've had no one look into Nautilus as of yet. Like, directly. We would need information on their ports in the first place to do this.
Well, I can do that. I can do some scouting too.
It's the old word for an orphanage, yeah.
Exposing dossier on Nautilus. Nautilus is the head of security and defense for industrial district. You know how, like, Foreman's technicians are all shuttling?
That's...
Nautilus factory.
It's getting vague, actually.
Nautilus is like the other side. You've got the left hand and your right hand. That level of Evil bullshit, dickhead. People I want to spit on. So, generally, he controls the military. He doesn't seem to fight himself much. His forces are rather elite and well organized. They know what they're doing. Not to mention, he also seems to be in search of something. What exactly, we don't know. We've never had a good enough chance to find out.
Maury's got something.
One of the things he is capable of is assuming direct control over whatever the fuck unit he has out. And it's not very difficult to sort of discern what kind of unit his Nautilus is, because they all fucking look like him. Wonder if he's a little bit egotistical in that sense. There are the ones with the arched necks and the fucking legs.
Yeah, generally, Nautilus units tend to have a bit more curve to their plates.
Gamer posture.
Vic first, though.
Vic first, then Maury.
So, I don't have information to add, but I have a serious question. This spaceport, it's in Zephyra, on the planet?
It probably will be, yes. There's multiple that LF has here.
So, real question. Is there actually a single place they would be dumb enough to put on this planet that has continued to be hostile against them, that they would actually be upset that we took out? Because the more that I think about it, the more I feel like we're going to waste this bomb, wasting it on anywhere in Zephyra, because they know that we have groups like the Riot who will go out there, plant bombs, blow shit up, annihilate it, without a care given. And we've already seen they've lost outposts, they've lost warehouses, they've lost trains, they've lost generators, things that would annihilate our production platforms, but for them, they put on this planet because they know they might lose it. So, I can't think of a single place on the planet that if we took out with this bomb, they would put up a message about, act like they're angry, and move on with their day, either recreating it or utilizing one of the other spaceports they already have here.
Well, maybe one of the ships might be a good idea that's in the spaceport. Like I said, wait for a viable ship to land.
Maybe
another idea, we could try and figure out what Nautilus is actually looking for and blow up his attempts to find it.
Maury.
Oh, Maury.
Okay, sweet. Alright. Oh. Nautilus is trying to drill up all those key pointed sites, the ones that are listed as most important locations. Because of such, he's trying to dig up something from 200 years ago, which was lost here on the fucking planet. That is why the Dredge are coming out, suddenly fucking attacking it, everything on site, because they are that willing to put anything at risk, even the planet itself, for their said relics they've left behind. Now, in saying as such, one of the things that both me, Riot, and a couple of other people discovered is that he's lofting around these ginormous alien drills. So much so that when he is taking these locations, they take a very long time to actually dig through. When we are talking about digging into the...
I'm so sorry, Maury. I'm so sorry, Maury.
Technician himself tried to take him.
Alright. No, I think that's just Grail is present and he's for fucking with them. That's Grail. That's Grail. It's probably Grail.
Alright.
Maury, back to it.
Back to it.
The giant fucking drills are extremely important, even to the point where he is willing to give them up, like, in the regards of, if they 100% confirms that he's found a location. However, by him abandoning a drill, he is abandoning months of progress. And they need every second they can get. That is why they're just so willing to lose units beyond belief involving this. Once he broke through with what was happening, a giant Leviathan-class dredge breached out from where he was digging, and this thing was fucking humongous. It was a goddamn kaiju. Feeding on fucking the remnants of overused biomass, and the only thing it wanted was just to eat everything. We dropped the drill on it to kill it. Now, if we just wait for a particular moment, which could be, which we have still the description of what these drills look like, we can wait for one of these spaceports to be offering a large majority of them. And if they are, perfect. Best place to set it off. Best place to set off in any nature involving that. We know that it's highly sensitive enough that the LF's anti-capturing system, involving anything involving data or anything involving photos, cameras, etc., we know that they do not want this knowledge of even the drills existing to the point where any device, even if you were to try to take a picture, normally it would just fuck up the image. It made Riot's phone explode. Sorry about that. So.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Right. One final vote then. A location.
May I... Just to add, so we are hitting this one place with the big EMP, that is true. And it is one location that we are all agreeing on. However, that is why we have this many people here in this many groups, as we are coordinating together to take the chaos created from this sudden EMP attack to hit other places as well. So not only are they suddenly seeing this one place have a blackout and causing damage as well, which ideally will be more than simply an inconvenience for them, we will be also using our individual teams and coordinating simultaneous attacks on other parts of LF. So even if we are hitting the port, say, with this bomb, we can still do a separate attack on the tower and on power plants and on whatever other place us as individual groups see fit. So we aren't just hitting one spot. We are doing a much bigger movement against them than just that. So it's not just them losing one thing, but... And after all, we haven't done an attack this large since we went to space to fight them. It's been just individual groups. So that's why it's more than just hitting one thing.
This is one of the reasons I brought so many group leaders and or representatives of groups. Not only do we have the leaders themselves to make groups, we can also make collaborative groups for smaller sectors. This is going to be the biggest thing we've had for a long time.
Final question, Vic, before we move on.
This sounds great, by the way. The idea of us rising together and revolting against LF sounds fantastic. I have dreamt of it every day since my fiance got taken, so my anger is right in there. Quick question, though. While we're doing this, I have 5 communities. Just people. Just civilians, all right? Moms, kids, bots that barely can move their legs appropriately, people who left Guardian, who just stuck here because fighting Ball became their life. What are we doing about them? Because the millisecond that you do this and everyone starts fighting is the millisecond that a lot of people that are under my watch kind of...
Sorry, not to interrupt you, your point is extremely valid. That is the next thing on the docket that we are going to get to. That is why I accessed
I'll send it to him.
You are here. Has he not been sent the docket?
Some people may have gotten missed.
A couple people.
Your point is good.
Apologies.
Your point is good.
Sorry.
I just want to get
I
through
said
this
final
meeting.
question. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Right.
I'm just going to say this. Once we finish the votes of what we're doing, or which one we are doing, I have a very big suggestion of what we do during that time.
Continue. Let's save it for that section. Right. Final vote. Who votes? The EMP bomb is used on one of Nautilus's big drills.
Am I seeing? Do I need to...
I think, other than a few, that is a nearly unanimous vote.
I don't have enough context.
Can I have something to add?
Well,
Just something to quickly, briefly glance over. Because of what you discussed about this distraction and the plasma and all of this, has anyone kept notes? Or actually, once this is done, remember every suggestion we brought up. After that, we can possibly prioritize which one of the suggestions, another outpost, a spaceport,
I mean,
etc.
if we hit a spaceport afterwards,
Yeah.
they can't get a new drill in.
I'm gonna kill myself.
What we do?
That is
what
true.
We do is we hit all of them
IX,
after
that's
the
part of the
drill.
thing.
That's the doctor.
I haven't seen this.
Let me
Let me
check
get
the
on with
notes.
this god fucking.
You can send it to her if you like.
Yeah, I have.
Alright.
Thank you.
Thus concludes the section where I talk about my big ass bomb. IX, Vic, you can talk about saving the city's efforts. Though the bomb should not be big enough to hit any civilian targets properly.
Even if the bomb ain't big enough to hit civilian targets, causing LF to scramble might cause the people to scramble. And causing the people to scramble is what happened when we got the shit like the fucking power grid going out. Is anything gonna be as bad as the time them bull cultists got to work during the blackout? No, fuck no, probably not. However, what I will suggest and request, with every person that decides to hit up something big, we need to know exactly where that is on the map. After that, me and you, Vic, can start getting to work preparing everyone ahead of time. Say we've got a big place that's gonna go kaboom, and we got a lot of synths and organics there. Me and Vic can very quietly peel them back if need be, then your attack can happen. And in terms of anyone that will get displaced from these attacks, we have more than enough people to pick them up and put them somewhere safe. You have anything to add?
Nope, that's about it.
So, for every location, every spot, give us dates, give us time, give us weeks of preparation, bish, bash, bosh. You can go ham. Marge, got your hand up.
Yes, I think in addition to that, probably each group should have some form of support they give to properly evacuating and protecting civilians. Have one or two people or some resource they dedicate in order to properly assist with making sure people aren't going to suffer from us doing these movements in addition to us coordinating.
After I did fucking nothing and got awarded 5 million by some stupid rich people, Sexiest Man of the World award, which I want to point out, I got 5 million. This gave me enough funds to give roughly $1 million plus to each sect of the Iron Arms. So we are very well funded to handle shit like this at current, and we have currently stabilized a lot of places in general. They've got their own backup generators, they've got fucking recharging stations for synths publicly around some spots. We've got water filtrations for organics, food, fucking all of that. We've had dosh to prepare for big public shit shows like this. All we need is to be told when it's going to happen and we can fix it.
Even additional, one of the primary things that I've always prioritized, especially going out on these hits for these outposts, the train, everything, it is all primarily being for resources. Not everything I do is just for the sake of, oh, fuck, I left. Though, surely it has a sway. But we still have, I believe, 6 of the massive fucking crates worth of canned food, fucking water, like bottled water, we've got medical supplies, everything. We've got it.
Anything for organics, discuss that with Vic.
Yes.
And I'm not going to do fuck all for medicine, I handle the synths.
We got medical, we've got synth repair kits, we've got so much fucking shit because a decent chunk of the riot is augmented in some way.
We actually have a zone that's primarily for our medical. We technically have a hospital open going.
I'm gonna have to talk with you at some point, Vic, because the riot has now established 3 different refugee camps.
Well, we got plenty of room in medical to help out if you need it.
I appreciate it. I'll let you know though.
So
I see a hand.
Point, unless there's more hands up, I'll fucking see it's dark as shit. There's an lightsaber, there we go. Thank you, Phil.
I have the facilities and accommodations specifically for rogue and freed LFs, I will be prioritizing their safety during all of this, as surely they will be a lot easier for LF to pick up on. I have more than enough prepared for any of them that get sent my way. That is what I'll be prioritizing.
That is an amazing point. What happened the last time we frazzled the fuck out of the foundry? Dropships fucking left, right and centre, factories going kaput, cunts not being in some sort of ravenous hive mind. If we find anything like that, we report to Finn. If we get any sort of issues with fucking humanitarian stuff, people that might get harmed in the background, once again...
Mel has just learned that Revenant is Finnegan.
People have done raids on trains and just found nothing but fucking concrete and shit like that. That is now incredibly useful if you give it to Derek, myself, or Vic. So any issue that can happen with humanitarian shit and the civilians can just be solved by giving us and the Iron Arms a ring. Running notes, the fuck up.
We were on the second part of the docket, right? I kind of misspoke the first time, so I want to make sure I
We're
don't...
talking about who will be affected by the device and what preparations need to make to prevent civilian loss.
Just wanted to be sure.
And I think we just
Sorry, didn't have
that.
Got it. So big thing, although my district is mostly handled for civilians, we've got a couple of communities, a couple of good stuff going. I have a lot of angry people. A lot of dads and stuff who are ready to fight, moms who are willing to protect their kids. I even have a couple of synth units who actually used to be Militech ones, who not Militech, military ones. Got their stuff removed, construction. Point of the side being, though, I have room to keep people safe, but I have a lot of people who need to fight, too. Biggest thing is I'm having a hard time holding them back. So when it does come to letting me know what's going on, for the both of us, it's not just to keep people safe, it's to make sure that you have people in the background too. Scrappers got their people, they'll always have their people, so do we. A lot of angry people that are pissed off and ready to fight. If you let us know what's going on, we can make sure to get civilians out. You've already had that reported, but we can also make sure to supply background numbers to where you need them. It's not going to be infinite, and we're not going to be giving up people left and right, but occasionally, if you need some background fire, we can get it supplied to you without the loss of more of your people.
Supplementary forces.
And say you do end up hitting something that this fucking rocks the power and the lights go out. As Vic has mentioned, we've got a lot of angry people. Angry people don't just fucking hate Leap Foundry, they hate the Ball Cult as well. So if any other group tries to take advantage of this, the backup generators come on, the fire people run to the fucking roofs and the houses, and the angry cunts toting guns and knives will start guarding the walls and the streets. So we are well equipped for a lot of civilian surplus issues.
My only ask is just that as we do this, as you all take steps forward, please, every second, every moment, every base, every facility, please think about where you're doing it and who is being affected. Especially if you ask for reinforcements of any kind. Every second that you spend sitting there recalculating a plan for the millionth time, that is a couple of seconds. See your hand. Every couple of seconds, that's going to be lives that are being lost. So please, I just ask that you make sure that when you do something, you do it with your chin held high, and you take those steps, and you get it done. Every second you lollygag, every second you wait, every second you contemplate is going to be more lives lost that you don't have to answer for. We do, because that is our responsibility for this. So that's the only thing that I ask. And if you need help, ask for it. The millisecond that we hear that someone is fucking taking this care lone dog style, it's the millisecond that you lose the rest of us, because we're not handling that shit. Not again. We barely made it out last time doing that shit, so not a second time. Maury?
No, this was
Melina.
I was standing out for Mel.
Oh, gotcha.
I have
It looks like a weapon.
I have kind of two questions for you, I guess, and for everyone, one for everyone. Refugee camps were mentioned. Are we sure that they're in secure locations? Are they within the industrial district? Are they outside of the industrial district? Like, are they like fully safe, or are they within the district that they could get hit?
So, actively, the primary, and I trust that this information won't leave this group, obviously, because if any of this gets breached, we're all fucked. The primary base of the riot, which holds the most refugees that we have, is currently operating out of Palace. However, we have a secondary in Palace, and we also have 2 more in Industrial.
Okay. That's good.
The primary one is the venue of which I held my last concert is built on top of a bunker.
The second thing I wanted to mention is something you mentioned to me at some point, Vic, about getting like people who can make stuff, ex-engineers, stuff like that together to build some things. If there's anywhere that you want me to meet up with you for that in the coming week, just let me know. Since you've mentioned this in the past, I just thought of it, so I wanted to re-mention it in case you still need something with that.
If anyone is looking to support in any way, shape, or form, each one of the communities, the way that we've designed them is to have specific key things they focus on. It's one of the best ways that we've kept LF out of sniffing up our asses 24/7, or just doing the occasional surveillance drone, or the, what do you call it, inspector, so to say. We have one community that's built around engineering. It's how they take care of a lot of the synthetics. One around medical. One around the children and mothers and whatnot. Each one designed for that specifically. They're very, very out there and they're very, very open. We have to be, or else LF is going to be aiming guns at us 24/7. Which is why whenever we kick this up, a lot of things are going to have to go under lockdown. But we do have a community specifically for it. I can ping that to the Iron Arms and anyone else here as well. So if at any point you do want to support, just off the kindness of your heart, it's right there for you.
Awesome.
Right. I just wanted to, Vic, IX, the Iron Arm Coalition, obviously is the one taking care of most of the refugees, and the Industrial District. Are your men and women armed? Are they capable of defending their own areas? If it were to happen, yeah. I'm assuming so.
Oh, yeah. No, don't you worry. I'm very, very much ready. We've been making sure to keep a lot of this stuff actually underground, specifically utilizing older bunkers and warehouses that are completely defunct, clean, revitalized for the most part to keep armaments and weapons and gear, as well as any military gear removed off of any of the synthetic units, has been cleaned, restored properly, and put under nice and secured areas. So whenever everything does kick up, we have places to put everybody and extraction routes for any mothers or children who need to get moved outside of industrial. We've specifically preferred to move them over into garden, which so far seems to be one of the least gun-to-head kind of districts right now. We do have a route, and I've already spoken about it with the council members as well. So it'll be as easy as just driving them on out before things creep up. And we've already practiced a couple ways to make sure that whenever they do start moving, LF doesn't notice a couple of trucks and decide to blow them up to make all of us miserable, which I'm sure they'd love to do.
Alongside this, I had a lot of money. We had all a lot of money to deal with. I don't know if you've done this with your spending, but after I patched up a majority of the synths I had, some more civilian grade, some ex-military. I got a fair few ex-military cunts. Given that Zafira isn't quite safe unless you also have a weapon, most 30% of the cunts I've patched up are more than well capable of defending themselves. Or if push comes to shove and we really need fighters, moving out with prowess. So, between myself and Vic, the Iron Arms Coalition and a lot of the cunts in it are about as scrappy as most Zafirans. Which is very...
The main reason I ask is if we... Let me finish my thought, sorry. If we are attacking things that are going to cause power outages and things for like the ball cultists and stuff, instead of providing a lot of extra manpower, I believe that it would be better for you to focus your arms on protecting these places and making sure your men and women that are capable are protecting the sites that hold civilians rather than supplying.
Priority number one.
Well,
priority
as
number
I
one,
mentioned,
always.
with communication, if if you lot do decide to attack a power generator, if you tell us a week in advance, if the area isn't already armed with defenders, routes on, if the cunts can't get out of there, we're gonna pull them out. If the cunts can't get out of there, we can move generators in, we can move some more militant people. So if the power goes out in the region because of what you lot are doing, we can just plug the generators in, scared cunts can go to the roofs and go inside, and the more scrappy, armed, and protective of us can go outside and prepare for the shitstorm.
A lot of my communities do weekly drills, just to make sure that if we need to, they know where to go, they know where to run. And I would never send people out if it meant directly to their deaths. But I am aware that this is a war. It's a revolution. I don't want people to die. I really don't. These people matter to me, but I know sacrifices are going to have to be made. Every person in my community knows that too. That's why anyone who needed to leave has already left. Anybody who stays here, it's because it's their home. They want it to be that permanently.
Right. I trust you all to handle that. I think we can move on to.
There's two questions there.
Yeah. Just one question is, since what it is going to make a lot of noise when we do the bomb and all that stuff. What about third parties also gunning for LF people, not like us? What about you guys ready for that shit, Hickstorm, if they do shit? Because it might be, us playing out another attack on a location, third party comes up, attacks another LF facility, and now a bunch of other civilians running around because of that attack. Are you guys prepared for that?
Can you give us a third party? Any of these ones that aren't currently either here or communicating with us?
That I don't know, but again...
Firestarters? What if they do something?
Firestarters
other
are
gangs.
one.
Yeah, Firestarters, other gangs.
It's true.
Or just
good what I've been told to the table first, that might not be a problem.
Something we can't account for because we don't have communication. I'd say we just prepare for the worst, hope for the best. In that case,
pretty much.
You're not wrong. When it does come to the third parties, it is going to be a difficulty. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't build a perfect plan for everything. The main thing is we know our tactics. Once again, all the people that we've kept with us are people that we have trained. We do drills. We work together as a community. If we notice that some guy comes running out there in firefighter gear and starts throwing Molotov cocktails, we know to back the fuck off. Or use it as a distraction to get more of our people outwards. We've at least practiced that at the bare minimum.
And say, just in case shit like that does pop off.
Like I said, we can't build it perfectly. Go ahead, Potter.
The question I had, speaking of councilmen, if we're taking over spaceport, what's the plan for if any of the others get involved?
Other councilmen?
So, from what I understand, Elite Foundry, they are fickle cunts that have made enemies out of anyone that isn't them. The waterfront and industrial don't fucking mix. Fucking what's the twins
major import-export route for the city. One of them will have something to say.
Both Fox Tech and Palace District would respond in kind. You're not wrong.
I actually could give some insight on this.
Oh, go on.
Please.
So, I have been given fucking word, and Derek saw this in my communications, that apparently, from what I've been told, something big is going to be happening in Waterfront District soon. Big enough to where LF might actually make a move into Waterfront.
What the fuck?
I was given vagaries on this. Don't fucking know. It was Max. If you know who that is, yeah.
Oh boy. Is that even like
between an actual premonition for something horrible?
So you saw 6 other districts, excluding Waterfront, if something big is going there.
Like
you
I
saw
said.
6 other problems to possibly account for.
Garden has an entire revolution going on in their district, so they might be preoccupied with that. Palace is a coin toss. It's honestly hard to tell. They might do something, they might not.
From what I understand, The districts that don't like each other the most would be industrial warfront, and though not overall, industrial dislikes warfront the most and dislikes palace the most, from what I understand. The ones that are neutral are zero. No, actually, no, zero. Fucking no one goes to zero. L district. Fucking Guardian is what I meant to say. Guardian and Garden. So ones we have to consider.
Guardian is the one that we should be concerned about the most, especially considering they just had a big attack recently. They're kind of on high alert.
Vic said it earlier, Garden's not really a fucking melting pot of problems. They could absolutely lend support if it really needs to happen.
The biggest thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to play this the exact way we had to play this with the ball call. Collaboration, communication. If we don't do this, LF's reach is going to get to the point where they do find something that's stronger than any of us can handle, and whatever homes that we had, the people that we had to protect, the things that we had to matter, we'll lose. If we don't step up, but we do step up, we're going to end up angering a lot of people. The only way we're going to be able to handle it is with each other. We have to keep up communications. We have to work together. It's the only way. The one thing these corporations don't have is true, unbridled loyalty and faith in each other. Corporations can be broken. They can fall apart. Guardian District even lost a great deal of people during the ball cult because they lost people who gave a damn. They wanted to pull out immediately. People like me. People like the rest of the people who survived in those districts. They stayed because they gave a shit. And I guarantee you in every one of those corporations, even LF, fuck all, that group as well, has people who still care, who fall apart when they notice the evil that's being committed. And the only way that evil gets brought out into the light is when we do it together. Standing with each other, communicating. You see it, you call it. You fall down, you get back up. You see someone fell down, you pick them back up. We do that. Whatever these corporations throw at us, black, white, whatever colored paint it is, we can clean it off and we can find a way through. And if we can't, then we find a way to move, and we do that together as well. It's the only way we can find a way to even find any plausible way through these shadows.
There's about 3
On the note,
so
on the note of other councilmen, I have a feeling that if we wind up doing a big hit against LF and LF takes a big L in this, the other councilmen might make a move, but I think it'll be more of a formality. A lot of them use chances when one councilman becomes weakened or gets attacked. They'll use it as chances of power grabs. I think at the end of the day, they don't actually like each other. It's all strategy. So we may expect someone like Guardian or others to move in as a formality to regain order to an extent, to protect trade or something like that. But I won't expect them to move too quickly, and I don't think they actually care about LF as a whole. So if we make sure that our who we are, aside from maybe Riot, because I know you guys like to usually put your names on things, if we don't put too much of our own face on something and then we move out once we're done hitting whatever we need to hit, there's only so much other councilmen can do against us individually. They mostly will probably just go through formalities to an extent, or take the chance to gain power and push against LF in their own political way. So I can't imagine they're going to run too quickly to their protection.
I'm not saying that they're wanting to protect LF, I'm talking about the port itself. Taking out an export-import route is huge in its own right because it affects the whole city.
Yes, but it'll be more self-serving for them versus actually trying to protect LF. So if we hit them hard, hit them fast, and then evacuate when we're done, there's only so much they can do afterwards.
Mari.
LF as a political seat now, and with that political seat, they're only able to do so much because they are in the public's eye. They are not able to lash out as much as they used to. They are more restricted in what they are able to do because they are in the public's eye. That is why there's a lot less kidnappings. That's why there's a lot less biomass being created. But this gives us a chance, and as well as if we hide ourselves, other than maybe Riot and the Scrappers, I don't believe we'll have too much of an issue. The other councilmen will eat each other alive if they can. Considering how Fox Tech has continuously tried to butt themselves into industrial district, I'm highly sure that they would take that advantage, but ultimately, I don't think we'll have too much of an issue, other than...
Well, me and IX are still going to be in trouble in regards to that. They spray paint us on walls. But that's fine. It's just how it be. Maury?
Cupcake.
Oh,
Cupcake's out there in a bit.
Hey,
It was so hard because I had a head of ages.
Yeah, I'm fucking old.
Put it up. Same. Anyway, Guardian District front, for some fucking reason, they trust me with some fucking government secrets half the time. Fuck, they drafted me for their fucking kaiju hunter thing recently. Geldia to my face said you're helping us. So I'll keep an eye on Guardian District for everyone. I'll keep everyone updated on Guardian District movements, since my boys are with them at the moment. Any updates on the Guardian front, I'll admit directly to Amari so they can spread it around. That is it.
Now Ryan.
Very quickly.
Now Ryan. Because Ryan had to say something.
Shit, my bad.
One main thing that I know with confidence is a councilman that, like was mentioned, will probably only do something for formality, but not actually give much aid. Hemwick. There was a time a while ago after the Atlantis got attacked, and of course, me being nearby and that being close-ish to where I call home, of course I went to the defense. During that, the aftermath and such, Hemwick came in and had a talk with Ollie when he was still under control of the joint, and made it very, very clear that he does not give a shit what is done in industrial. He does not care. He will not be lending a hand because he does not see synthetics as people. Full stop. No questions asked.
That's good.
Zilch.
It's not good, but it's good for this purposes of us here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of,
Yeah, he's a cunt, but in this case, it's
he's a cunt.
He is a real cunt. I have personal beef with him.
Good to know.
Powder brings up a really good point about the fact that even it's not about that, right? It's about the fact that we're striking everyone's financial. So
it's a major
artery. You're gonna hurt him.
So how much can profit off of industrial as a whole? Because all the districts have their own spaceports.
Actually, what might be a really good idea is with the spaceport we're going to be attacking, since we're not doing it instantaneously, would it be so crazy that we could possibly try to get someone or something in there that could keep a list of who actually uses it? We can get about a week or two's time frame. We could probably get a lot of information about who actively uses it, so when we do this, we know who we might have to look out for.
Hey, we got nut runners and the various groups for that.
Doing some spying as a persons.
Maury.
The economics branch has a large, and I mean an extremely large inventory check when it comes to anything importing and out for months. Yes, this is correct. Yes, this does exist. Problem is if this is what economics we're talking about. If there's one thing they're going to keep close to their chest, and the one thing they've always booby-trapped, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times now, it has been the manifest involving what supplies are going where. We've had multiple attempts to try and get... We've had multiple attempts of trying to get knowledge of what supplies exactly are coming through with certain locations, and they have either been bugged with keywords, or there has been a trap laid out for that situation.
See, that's because you're thinking of 10. I'm talking about 2. Spaceports, right? Public use areas. You can at least be around them, or at the very least, they have workers and whatnot who do go through them at least relatively often. Since if you're a city, you can't just have that completely run by one exact type of people. What do a lot of corporations put on the side of their big fancy ships? Their fucking names. All we need to know is who actively uses them. Shit, you could have a guy on a city fucking on the top of a building just camp out there for about a good week or 2 and then just write down what corporations you see. We keep it simple, low tech. All they would do is think it's some crazy guy with a tin hat.
I do want to ask before we move on to the next topic. The next topic is going to be information sharing. If we want and have more concerns on Fox Tech, I can ring up my boy Nines, who was previously, you know, a Fox Tech synth. So if we need more verifications on that, how will we be phoning in a friend real quick?
It's up to... The only reason I brought it up is because it was brought to my attention, and they were fucking dead set on going, hey, we need something from everybody to fucking, you know, cement some kind of fucking distraction or whether, which I was like, we're already doing something. I'm just not going to say it in front of you because I don't want to fucking have an info leak.
They're dead set on a lot of things. We can move on to the points, but would you like me to, in the meantime, as we're chatting on and getting to the next point, call a friend over to verify some of these claims?
He's a bucket, so he's more than welcome.
Exactly. I'll bring him up now, gang. You had your hand up. I remember your name.
No, it's okay now. It was basically the same point Maury was making, which was security is really high, but sitting on a rooftop and checking the side of a ship, I think that'll be okay. But it was the more big things, like getting a manifest, that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, not gonna be needed. It's just more so an idea to get us who's going where and what. If we can't get the exact information, that's okay. The main thing is just noticing, for instance, right? If we notice a lot of large transportation vessels, you can tell what they are. Even shit myself has been able to read up on a lot of them, right? If I see a bunch of Foxtech logos, well, I know Foxtech uses that quite often. Most corporations use it. Most of them are ballsy enough to not really give a shit if anyone actually notices. And the best thing is I do have people who do occasionally at least roam around the outsides of them, and for the most part, so long as they're not poking their fingers in or jamming in fancy cables or notices, nobody messes with them.
So does this mean we are done with this topic? I reckon we got everything ironed out. Just talk to me and Vic and Derek, for the love of fuck. Moving on.
So, information. I guess since it's fucking in order, we'll start with the scrapper bullshit. Things we've been noticing and on the jobs we've been doing recently. Primarily dredge activity increasing. Something I've already brought up recently to both Amari and Marge, but I will bring up to all of you, is the awakened, or at least lucid level 1 known as Alenia. Ryan knows them, they saw them before. This is a very lucid, very fucking sane level 1 that is questioning things. Now, I don't know much about it. We tried talking with them. They're not particularly fans of us. They barely got to talk out of Riot.
Okay.
Maury.
All right. Immediately, I'm just going to say, involving this specific individual, once we get down to the riot, we'll disclose way more information involving that. Since I've already sent journal logs, etc., to the last member of the groups here. The riot was a... Yes, correct. And it will be sent properly to everyone else. Continuing as such, I just didn't have enough time to continue spreading it out. And I wanted to get this meeting done and then have everyone at this meeting have the journal log. But we'll get to that when the riot's done.
Cool. Other than that piece of information, there is one other thing, though I feel like if we start talking about it, we're going to get into the dredges too much of this bullshit. I'd rather not fucking get into it too deep. It is the thing we discussed earlier, which I will be happy to discuss with others. The whole soul thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No. That's not important.
That's why I'm not willing to talk about it right now, because it's going to get
It's
way
important, but
too
not for
close.
planning.
Save
Yeah.
extra information for the end of the meeting.
Yeah.
Can't stay around for
It'll
fun
lead
fact.
into moral things, and we'll be in on it.
It gets into a lot of things. That is all for the scrappers. Next, Iron Arms.
Well, given the fact that we just fucking waffled on about everything we've done, more or less, and everything we've built up, do we really have anything else we have to fucking tell them, aside from begging on our hands and knees for them to talk to us?
Slightly one thing, I suppose. I'm sure most of you probably already know that they could do this, but when my fiance was taken, she reported that from touch alone, that technician, and probably more of them, was able to pull every single memory that she's just about ever had instantaneously, of everything. I don't know how much of that matters to what we're doing. She's been around for a lot, knows a lot, locations and whatnot, but if we do include any freed LF units in it, it doesn't feel good saying this. I need to apologize to Oakley when I get a chance. We really need to be careful about the inclusion. Because that means everything. In an instant. She said it was like mere seconds for her. I have no idea how long it actually was.
Did you do something similar to
anyone with LF tech, any LF tech whatsoever, any of it that's tied up here to your noggin, they could just pull. So, we just gotta be careful.
I shouldn't do something similar with you.
Also, I guess on that tangent,
That's different.
Okay. So, I'm going to make this known as well. It doesn't just apply also to intellectual. It doesn't just apply to, in more specific, I should say, sapient data. This also applies to physical data as well. So it applies to any bioengine whatsoever that has gained any form of adaptation, any information involving as such when they do have this synchronization, all adaptions are immediately gained into the network. Therefore, the units are then aware of those adaptions.
Are you saying the technician is keeping these the rogue LF units alive because he wants to learn from them?
Correct, because it's more beneficial to wait long term for them to gain more data and more adaptions. To a really good point and example, Oakley actually adapted multiple times to gain more and more traits and understandings like the Hive.
They're unwilling spies.
To the point where she started gaining carapace on her excess of her chassis, as well as different parts of her. She started having different alterations. A rogue unit devouring one kind of a species or one kind of a type of biomass allows them to gain adaptation to be closer. This data, when recollected, goes to not just the person who collects it, but the entire network.
Noted. Right. I think any further discussion on this should go to the end of meeting stuff, because this is relevant to the attacks we're doing, but this is good information to know.
Go on, James.
Outside of that, everything else has already been, from everything that we said, it's been pretty put out there. We don't have any super special secret super weapons or anything like that, but we can make sure that everyone stays safe. That'll be the biggest thing.
Valentis, go ahead.
All right. So, for anyone who doesn't know about the Valentis, we have been fighting LF longer than any of the other factions here. So, we've seen how they've changed. They've gone from some strange corporation attacking out of nowhere with just basic units to they have, every time we fight them and they see an opponent that they have a hard time combating, they try and take what they learned from that unit and making new units based on that unit. We've seen them develop based on what we throw at them. So they're always going to be difficult. Any sort of new trick we send at them, they're going to study and learn to use against us. So let's keep that in mind. There will be some units that we may have never seen before. They're always making new things. So we could try and go over every unit that they have. And there are some basic units that everyone who goes against them should know about, that I think most of us know at this point. However, always be prepared for them to throw something new at us. And always be on your toes, use creativity, and don't assume you know everything going into this. Also, I am one of the people that works and tries to understand Takana. Along with some other people, a very small number of people, Takana is their version of magic. It's basically using calculations on a massive level to alter reality in the same way mana does. If you come across their Takana units, there's two that we know of. One uses close range attacks, the other uses long range attacks, and they sometimes come around with those giant pillars. Those pillars can be destroyed, but use range, and you may need explosion to destroy them. If you touch them, bad things can happen to you. They don't come around too often unless you're throwing a lot of magic at them, but if you do come across them, be very careful. Yes?
About if we're going to collect information on the infernal units, didn't you have a big fucking folder full of accounts?
It needs to be updated, and I've had no help in that factor.
Me and you can go over that.
Not the oldest. Not the only ones. Thank you.
You're the only ones who's showing
What other units are used Takana?
No, I'm talking about, you said Valentius was the oldest faction working.
Let's not try and dick measure on this entire situation. This is a meeting.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, as far as I'm aware, when it comes to us deciding what to hit, the Valentes will likely pick a smaller target or go for something where we can sneak in and do as much hurt as we can with as few people as possible. I'm willing to work with other groups as well if they need a secondary group to coordinate for them to hit whatever target they have. I have several things in mind, including Takana-focused towers that I can hit. However, if coordinating with another group, we could try and hit Technician's Tower on a much smaller level than an EMP. Go for something much more specific within the tower if need be. Any Valentes think of anything specific further? Okay. They, them, and then you.
Alright, sweet. Alright, I'm gonna add a thing on the Takana Cube situation. After literally decoding last night a hard drive involving my first expedition inside of a Takana Cube, which was specifically Cassandra's Takana Cube, it was inside of her chest, the one that detonated. I discovered that they are fully sapient. They have a living being inside of them. Yes. They have a sapient being inside of them. Which collects all the data, does all the processings, it does all the understandings. Not only that, they also directly connect to, the servers.
Yeah.
The sapient being was strong enough to fry me beyond belief to a near-death situation, and if it wasn't for the people at the time at the Valenti base, I would be dead. Ultra-fried chicken nugget.
Alright. Melina?
Two notes. First is a note about that pillar that was mentioned about those mage units. Please, 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 please destroy it if you see one, because they cannot be killed unless it's destroyed. And recently, when we went up against them with a small group that I went to for something, we almost got really fucking messed up, and like 2 of them almost died because we just didn't destroy the pillar. So please focus on that. Secondly, I don't know if it's my luck, but the recent times that I've been going after them, I keep getting digitized into cyberspace. I don't know what the fuck it is, if it's just that they start doing it more often now or something, but just get ready that it can happen at literally any fucking point. It doesn't matter if you're interacting with a terminal. You can be in a random fucking tunnel, you'll be taken in cyberspace somewhere. So just look out for that, I guess. I don't know how, but there you go.
So regarding Takana, if anyone has any questions, because we aren't going to give you guys a full explanation here. Oh. Yes?
They're literal cubes, right? These Takana cubes. They're like
They are cubes and prisms, like pyramids.
Okay.
can give an example.
If a cunt pulls out a trapezoidal shape,
Do you have one?
in for a bad time.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, well, there you go.
Here's example one. Now, basically,
I've also
imagine two of those meshed
absorbed a
together.
pillar in order to complete it.
Before, yeah. I just wanted to confirm.
So we'll need to talk at some point because I probably need some more information.
As I was about to say, anyone who wants further information on Tikana, since the whole group here doesn't necessarily need to know everything, please talk to both me and Amari. We probably are the best people to talk to, but there are details regarding a lot of the things that other people know as well, yes.
Did anyone bring a Takana cube with them today?
He had a prism.
Yes, he just had to take it out. It is in my chest.
Okay, 1, 2. All right. That I just need a verification of who has one currently on them, right? As it stands right now.
Again, I just shut it off, so yes.
Yeah.
To my knowledge,
Okay, 2 people.
there's only 4 cunts I've seen with them.
We can discuss Takana specifically, either after the main meeting. That way we don't use everyone's
After
time.
meeting talk, exactly.
We'll have Takana specific after the main meeting has concluded, just so other people don't have to be held up with it. I had something and then I forgot. I'll bring it up later.
Keep me updated if you could, please.
I think that's about it for volunteers.
Sweet. Cheers. Alright, so. Okay, alright, let me pull up my own personal notes. Alright, so. Alenia, that is somebody that I have seen quite a few times now. I want to say maybe 3 times out on field. This is what the Riot currently knows from both first-person perspective and information that's been received from other people. Alenia was manually resurrected about a year ago by somebody. Who? Not going to be specifying for the sake of that person involved because they're currently trying to unfuck their shit. Our entire solar system is entirely alien to them. They've never heard of it before, views a majority of life forms on it as strange and alien, and they are really weirded out by people, by humans. Humans are strange and not normal.
This like boundary in general, or just this one guy?
I read a bit of the document that just got sent to me. He doesn't... I just don't think he likes them. From what he's seen on this
I'm
planet.
just going based off of what my own personal documents are saying. So, may I continue? Cheers. The entire state of LF as it is confuses Alenia vastly. Level 1s are all insane, and the soldiers and peacekeepers act as if they aren't people, most likely due to the fragmentation caused 2,000 years ago. Alenia states to have known soldiers like them before, stating they were professional, but still obviously people. Think just like really locked in like militants and police officers. A lot of the newer units Alenia has seen roaming has absolutely fucking disgusted and repulsed them, specifically listing the companion units as perverse mimicries of flesh. Or Mori as an absolute abomination made of corpses. So they've got a very interesting perspective of a lot of the technology from LF, the shit they've done, and the things that have been made from it, including people. So nice. They're just confused. For fair fucking reason. Several people have met them before. The first one to take proper care of them and actually learn support notes was Bite, which I'm probably going to be talking to him again at some point because it's been a while. Yeah, so caution's advised when talking about like people negatively to Alenia because they will take that and run with that, especially considering how they've been treated in the past and how level 1s have been treated in the past. This is one of the big... Go on.
Let's pause on that one with the... Because I'm pretty sure the scrappers want to chime in on that.
Go for it.
Bite's a scrapper.
I just wanted to know, so to put it simply, he's from what? ages ago, 200 years ago, something like that. I mean, the number 200 being passed around a lot.
Yes.
He is... He's disgusted by Leap Boundary Code.
Yes. There's a log of journal messages that'll be sent out to everyone, which I trust that everybody will share from people that I don't have contact with, if people don't have it already. But yes, that's pretty much, yeah. What else is there? Alenia has a tendency to naturally overwhelm themselves when they start thinking about shit from the past too much. It loops and repeats and loops and repeats and causes a logic loop, where they will either explode or will terminate themselves. Cupcake.
Fuck it, me and Toronto are the reason they are the way they are. We were the ones who fuck around with it originally. We are the reason they are active. We are actively learning things by this action. We learned a lot. After listening to him quite a bit, he is just a simple everyday Joe. He does not know dark military secrets. He is just a fucking artisan who likes to read a book. So if you ever encounter him, don't fucking drill him. He's just one of us. He just knows more than us. Please, that man's shred of sanity is barely hanging on, mostly by him screaming at himself into the void. So...
And now we know. From what we know, the land that Alenia originally came from was textbook fucking utopia. Like, the type of shit that you would read in history books as, like, perfect to the point of there is no flaw. However, something ancient and highly dangerous has broken out, and it ended in the loss of their home planet. And soldiers fought a losing battle and their shield systems were sabotaged. So something happened there. Fuck if I know what. But I would like to find out. Kind of spark noting a lot of this because there is just a lot that I have here.
You got two hands.
Oh, you got some hand raised.
Sorry, it is really fucking hard to see. Fine.
Should have set somewhere inside.
And
oh, sorry, I
Fine.
didn't hear you. Cut. Mm-hmm.
You had your hand up. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Cupcake, did you tell them what we found the other night?
That is what I was just about to mention, but I feel like that's more... The more I think it's more relevant. A team alongside me located a facility which is 200 years old, containing named Leap Foundry level 1s, who are just as people as human as we were. Not much is in this
Is this the
facility.
location you
No
tagged
war
me?
machines, no nothing. They had uniforms, helmets, protective equipment, like they've worked a 9 to 5. This facility, been abandoned for God knows how long, almost as old as Saphira. There might be more spread throughout the city. They had what I can only describe as shadow level 1s walking around, apparitions of level 1s, going about their day-to-day like they were still alive. I do not understand anything like this.
Yeah, basically.
Jesus. But we located one of them. If there's one, there's probably a few more. If you locate any more, please, for the love of God, announce it to the group so we can investigate. We learned a lot of good information from this site.
So those bots.
Maury, go.
There was something semi in relation to that I did pick up from the last raid that I went on with the scrappers, specifically in regards to one of your members. where they had one of yours being the type to eat souls. They seem to be eating something from one of the units.
Yeah, that's kind of the I was gonna bring that
That's
up
that?
afterwards.
Okay, cool. Then we'll gloss
Yeah.
over that. Who was the other hand?
Snow scale. Well, both of you.
Did you?
Excuse me,
Oh, sorry,
chat.
go.
Is
I'll
it
say my
about?
next thing.
I have some. Is it about Halloween?
No.
No. Okay. No. Something different.
I do
When
have
you
one
say-
question, just so we can make sure this doesn't drag on. If it's about specific history, but it won't change what plans we make, then we should be careful about how much we go into details and maybe also put things an idea for afterwards. So that's something to keep in mind with all these details is how important is it for us sitting here as a huge group planning this hit versus later on if more people want more background. So just keep that in mind.
This.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead. I'm just waiting.
I was talking.
Okay. Go ahead.
Cupcake. When you say shadow level ones, do you like if you like look at them directly, you don't see them, but if you look at them out of the corner of your eye, you can see them, or something different?
Black ghost.
No.
Like a
Okay.
shadow
I've seen
of a
those
entity who
pictures
was
of
not
like
here.
the people from Chernobyl.
Okay.
Like the outlines.
Something different.
But they
than
were
what I was
moving,
thinking.
active, living their day-to-day life, like a apparition.
Okay, that's. I just wanted
This is
clarification on that.
something that you didn't bring up that I think should be brought up.
Which one?
The bots and the tubes.
If this information is not relevant to the,
that's for after.
I was about to say there's a little bit more important thing going on. This man hasn't talked, and he had important information for us. I'd like to let him speak.
Thank you. I developed, after much trial and error, a way to hide a singular ship from Lead Foundry's scanners. It is not compatible with any other devices or technology I've found yet. That is the only information I have to share.
That is really important. Because we could...
Okay. Now, I'm going to chime in now about the locations that were spoken about that Cupcake mentioned. I'm just going to make it really brief, and will be relevant to why it is important that we seek out these locations. The location, when I decided to take a look at it myself, and Cupcake brought me there, I discovered one thing that was in similarity to previous other places that have been locked down shut. And that is, they all come from the same exact time frame of being on Earth. And that being specifically 200 years ago, which some of these places have been closed off, sealed shut, and they've been running on fumes, and some of them have been recycling their own energy and becoming the dredge, which has become very, very problematic. But each one of these little node locations that were lost 200 years ago are important information factors. So, as stated previously, it is very imperative to find them. Just have a mental preparation for seeing something horrible or horrifying in that nature. That is the only thing I'm going to advise.
Do we have any knowledge if they are actively searching for these facilities as we speak?
Correct. The main...
Do you think that during our little distraction, they might drop this addendum so that can start searching for more of these lost facilities?
The ward table and the key points of where they've been looking for are locations specifically that they've been trying to dig up from 200 years ago. That is why they're digging so fucking deep. Now,
right.
Is that it? So Riot can finish.
those spark notes on the weird can.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So everything else that I have, I will be sharing out, because that's about as much as I personally know. Everything else you can probably get from Mori or the other people who are involved directly. However, now onto my personal, meat and potatoes of it all. What the riot does. We blow shit up and we're real good at it. We still have a bomb that we haven't used. This bomb has been calculated, programmed, and set up specifically to blow within certain dimensions, and we plan to use it on the tower still. As it currently stands, I have underground routes planned out of how to get in, because they do have trailways underneath. Still planning on doing that, probably going to link it in with the EMP being used, but that'll be, talked about and collaborated on so we can find out when is the best time to hit, and making sure with Iron Arms that nobody's going to get affected. Bombs have been put into so much fucking math to make sure that the fallout from it isn't going to hit civilians. The most it'll do is hit that corporate block around. However, variables are still going to occur most likely, so we can't exactly prepare for every situation, but we can at least, like Vic said, communicate, mitigate as much as we possibly fucking can. Else was there? Last sighting of both Nautilus. What was that?
I'm asking to hack something, but he's in his brain. Never mind. Go on.
The last known sighting of Nautilus was caught with Foreman. They were together, they were talking about something. I couldn't overhear it all, but they have been working closely together. And that I can confirm because I was there.
Most of the time I've seen them together.
The massive fucking mech from the space station.
Wasn't it called the Annihilator or something like that?
Or some shit. I don't fucking know.
It's called the
Are you
Annihilator.
talking about the Annihilator or the Forge Master?
We're talking about the Annihilator.
The big one. The big motherfucker.
The big one.
The one with the laser arm and the giant sword.
Maybe? Yes. That one.
Yeah, that one's Annihilator.
They've rebuilt it.
Smaller ones too.
They have rebuilt it. However, we don't gotta worry about that being another problem because we destroyed it again. However, they now have the blueprints at least made, so I'm expecting that we'll probably see another one of those, but at least good to know that Foreman's back on his fuck shit. So, and it seems like he didn't remember making it the first time, so from what he knows, this is the first rendition. Not the second.
Man's so stupid he made the same mistake twice.
Well, he also
wouldn't
used
call it
it
stupidity,
like
more so like
recently-ish. We got, how I mentioned that we kept getting put into cyberspace?
Yeah.
We got put into like a simulation for like Titan mechs and shit. He pulled out one of those in there.
Makes sense.
Like I said, there are smaller ones.
Yep.
About 20, 25 meters tall. I know that's smaller.
I've got something. It's not really information, but these like facilities you guys were talking about that the dredge are coming from, they're like the result of them feeding on themselves. Is that what I heard correct?
Correct, for 200 years causing them to go insane.
Right. Is there any way we can, I don't know, help them? Like,
no.
Get them better?
No.
Jesus Christ.
They have gone through forced evolution, which has repressed them into a certain circumstance of insanity. There is no saving them.
Right.
It's not a terrible question.
That's not. And
we wish we could.
Like mentioned in the meeting brief, we're being respectful. Someone's an optimist. Someone's fucking gotta be. I believe, as of currently, that's everything that I have that's actually worth its salt. I
You
do
missed some,
have.
but I'll finish that up.
What did I miss?
You still missed out on some of the shadow notes of the specific individual that
We
is
should be
alleged.
heading into Warden soon.
Yeah, the journal and all of that is going to be.
Hex, have I missed anything in particular from the pre-lobby announcements?
Droning on for another hour and a half.
Do you know?
Well, I'm going to make mention of one of them in particular, because if it's not mentioned, then we're all fucked. Because if someone just decides to only read this in their own time and not actually fully read it, then they won't know what this is. Anyway, so I want to say this. Make really clear and knowledge of the sorts. Alina will not work with one individual currently, due to the fact that they've been slaughtered multiple times after they were told to trust them. One. Two, the other issue is if people do not communicate with each other, involving any information involving them as well, they will fuck off. They will not help us, they will not trust us, and they will just go off their own merry way. That is one big thing that is notioned in this journal multiple times, is that communication is absolutely key with us talking to them and us all communicating and be on the same page to not kill them. That's it. Done.
Cool. And that's everything I have. Has anybody got any questions?
Your turn. I'm Ari.
Right. Okay. To be honest, a lot of this has felt like things that aren't important to the direct meeting we're supposed to be having, but I understand we all want to talk about things and get it out of the way. Things correlating to attacking LF right now together. When, for instance, Mel is talking about the cyber space, forcing people into cyberspace. As a warning, they use in their servers, very deep in, it is possible for AI, for synthetics, and for humans to be pulled biologically apart, bit by bit, into data. And unfortunately, we have no way to recover any lost limbs, organs, or any of that sort. If you plan to do any cyberspace attacks, do keep that in mind, and please contact me or one of the others that know more about cyberspace itself and LF. They use it often, this digitization, to transfer materials, to transfer items, and other important things throughout their facilities. There occasionally will be, what are they called? Computers, whatever they are. They put the item in the thing and it goes. Anyways.
Unfortunately, we have to head off. Business call.
I'll be standing in for her. Time being.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. The cyberspace is extremely dangerous, though it has a lot of information, as well as there are specialized units within cyberspace. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, you will most likely be fighting unless you have the ability to remain quiet and stealthy. I'm trying to think. No. Finnegan should speak about his project. Well, I think for a moment I've lost my train of thought.
Yes. So there is a bit of a project I've been working on in this nearing completion, not quite yet though. But enough of it should be prepared for when this all goes down. Any and all rogue or freed LF units that are caught in this I'm going to be trying to gather up as many of them, if not all of them, that I can during this. A sanctuary, for lack of a better term, has been constructed and built by me and my assistant. It's fully functional and has all of the accommodations they will ever need, everything. But it will be difficult to have them sent to it, with it being only me doing it. Personally, I'm going to make things clear on my stance on the matter. I have no desire for outright destruction. I am choosing to decide to save as many of them as I can, and give them proper facilities so they can properly exist. And that is what I'm going to be doing while this operation is happening.
So,
we have a question.
Yes, Maury.
What are you going to do about the individuals who refuse by any means necessary to interact with you?
Then that is their choice.
Understood. Then please be advised, Melina is probably the last person you should talk to.
I will still talk to them regardless.
Please don't.
that can be discussed later between you two. So, going beyond that, we all need to understand that level 1 units are civilian worker units. That is something that is glaringly obvious, especially with the free unit. They are pretty much harmless, other than maybe them having a couple bullets in a gun that will break at worst. I recommend, if you can, avoid all fights. Don't break them if you can, even though they are highly sensitive. But they are civilians at the end of the day. Anything above a level 1 is specifically military-based and should be our primary focus. Now, something I do want to mention about the Tekana, for instance, I'm not going to go into too much depth about it, but the units that can fly, the ones we call the mages, are also called shapers. This is because they use a side of the Tekana tree to shape reality. This means if you have any sort of planar abilities, any sort of thing that basically shifts you with magic or whatever, they might have the ability to 1, reveal you, 2, planar lock you, or 3, cause damage, and despite being in a planar area. They have made and developed many counter units to a lot of us and our abilities. So there have also been a new unit with long hair. I don't know what they're called, but they're feminine. They look a lot like the mage units. They have long hair. They have the ability to see through cloaking, for instance. They can and they will find you. Yes.
What sort of cloaking are we talking about? Because cloaking isn't shit to me, but that is just because I have very big proverbial ears. There are a billion different ways you can cloak, and there's a billion different ways you can detect a cloak. Do we know which ways they're using, or is this just they've got some fucking catch-all?
I'm unsure of how far it goes. I know they can see through my Magitech cloaking, for instance, which is fine. I believe they've seen through an invisibility spell, but I cannot guarantee every little detail. The point is you need to be cautious and be aware that they most likely have something to counter you if you are not careful. And don't be stupid.
Continue. Finish what you were saying.
If I do have to step out to go handle some shit, you're still here for the after party and all.
We have someone also with a question when you get the chance.
No.
And then, hi.
Sorry.
You're good. For the units that can see cloaking, do they have, like, big wings? I think I know which ones you might be talking about, if that's the case.
I do not believe they have wings, no.
Okay, it's a
they
different
look
one.
honestly more similar to companion units.
Okay.
Mixed with a mage unit. I believe the ones you're talking about were the angels. They did not have arms, or did they not have wings? One of the two. They were healers, and they would boost the synthetics around them, as far as I remember, and or heal the synthetics around them. Something I want to make note, if you are connected to LF, have any sort of upgrades with LF, or are in a state of control by LF, the dredge units, something that occurred today, earlier, they emit a gas, a potent thing, and you understand how they fall into these rages on occasion. That has affected me.
Chill session for wardens via announcements. Okay.
I don't know the extent of what it can do, but it can warp your sense of rage at bare minimum. And do be careful if you are breathing in anywhere near those units.
I've never seen Dredge shoot out gas other than just sludge.
They did today.
Yes.
Oh boy, they do new things that I don't know. That's wonderful.
Oh my god.
You! I'm gonna stick my hand up for this. Oh god, I'm an old man. I want to speak with you after this. I don't know you. You seem like you got nice stuff. Know everyone else. Don't know you? You said you had a document about all the LF units? My people have been fighting them.
Apologies not to interrupt you. I had a document beforehand. It was a quick document with everything I was able to scrap together for everyone's information when we were participating in a space raid upon their base. It needs to be updated and cleaned, and I would appreciate any assistance with it.
So only roughly 2-ish years out of date?
Right.
Yeah.
Most likely.
The reason why I bring this to you, I don't in the Enlightened have been fighting the LF for rather intensely for quite a bit now. So, we think we have seen every trick they can, or most of them. So if you want someone to talk to you, to fill out that fucking document, so we have like a list of every single trick LF can pull. Yeah. I just need to figure out a way to talk to you.
I must depart.
Beyond here. See ya.
Most time.
The same age as me.
If possible, it would be useful to have a couple leaders all be able to pitch in with this document and then make it public to anyone who needs it.
Got it.
What I would advise is, once the document's devised, because I'm going to be honest, if you know every trick, then you're going to be able to fucking fill the entire colour book in. Spread it to leaders, so yourself, myself, Marge, Eustace on you, you already fucking know all of it, and then any other
I don't know cyberspace.
Oh shit, yeah, no, never mind, okay, include yourself. I have clear communication with the rust buckets. You've got clear communication with yours. You've got clear communication with yours. As long as all of the heads get the information, boom. Better yet, Vic just left. I'll represent the Iron Arms briefly. If you get the information to myself or Vic, I can then subtly spread it to the Iron Arms so that if the worst case scenario of they need to defend themselves arises, they know what to expect.
Right. And also, I don't know much about Takana. You know that. So, at some point, you, and I'll spare some time for my bloody self. I guess I could put more than fucking... Then,
It will be arranged.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Hey, boss.
Yeah.
Right.
Is
that everything?
What do you need to know?
I think that's all the group leaders.
Okay.
I think we still wanted to have. I know we still need to discuss
not done?
anything.
Go ahead.
Are you not done?
Excuse me.
It can be discussed later.
All right.
My little informant here, who came in to talk about some of the cross-district stuff, does have to bounce soon, and I know we're getting closer to the end of it. William, what did you have your concerns with Boxtech about? If we're fine to address this, just so he doesn't have to
I'll
run
just put
without
it like
saying
this.
anything.
From what fucking Max told me, apparently he said there's some bug bullshit going on. He's trying to get everybody on the same fucking page when this bullshit goes down. So that way, when there is this big power vacuum, apparently no one can jump on it and, like, fuck Waterfront over. He apparently has talked to almost everybody, including fucking VRChat, which I don't fucking know why. Apparently this is something big enough to where he is willing to talk to them. He says this is to minimize fucking civilian casualties.
Cool. I reckon. I'm just gonna take the floor for 1 second. You guys are planning a hit on LF, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. If this is big enough that it's gonna hit them a few pegs, Foxtech is gonna jump on it. They've already been planning to hit LF for a hot minute now. A lot of their stuff is designed to deal with LF. I'm not fucking with you.
Oh yeah, no, I remember this.
A lot of this stuff, like the scrappers that are here, that plate I gave you
Yeah,
guys
that's
was
rounds, yeah, I
designed to. Yeah. They have been waiting for a moment to hit LF. If you guys hit LF hard enough, they might just join in.
I'm not going anywhere near that stuff.
Yeah.
We're not talking to
going
Foxtech. Fuck.
If Foxtech jumps in, it's because they find out after we do it.
They're the last people we want in industrial.
Yeah.
I'm saying, Fox, you might, more than likely, they will be involved. Even if you don't see them, they're probably doing something the moment LF starts fucking alarms blaring.
Probably.
As soon as we can LF, Foxtech's gonna start doing shadow runs and stuff like that to
exactly.
We can't control what people do after they find out what we're doing after we do it.
Also, bit concerned about this because you said it earlier. That Takana stuff, cards on the table. Me and a few other people hit a Foxtech bot a while back, a Warsaw. These motherfuckers are big. You probably have seen them running around the bay. Those big guys that were after Millie.
Right.
Yeah. Those guys are designed to fight like kaiju. They're big. Max tried to use that Takana stuff on it. Didn't do anything. It fucking walked it off.
Interesting.
It also called an airstrike, which was concerning. But to layman's terms, if Foxtech is involved and you see them, stay out of their way. Because they're for lack of enemy, my enemy is my friend kind of stuff, and we don't really want them alongside LF wanting to hit us.
My only concern is, at least from where I'm standing, it's not the enemy. My enemy is my friend. The enemy is my friend may be true, but if the enemy of my enemy is also my enemy, then that doesn't count.
That's
fair.
Again, go ahead, Amari.
You said this Max person spoke to VRChat.
Apparently. That's what
Who
he
the fuck
fucking
is
told me.
Max?
Where's Catboy?
I can run through that.
I gave him an LF prism, so.
If you want the TLDR, I can give it.
Oh yeah, I can make those. So.
He can give you more info.
It was going to be discussed at the Takana thing.
Foxtech. We should not be speaking to VRChat.
No corporates here.
We are.
No, we're not talking to corporates.
Actively planning a terrorist attack. We should not be in contact with anyone in corporations.
Well,
I agree.
I don't see this Max person here, so.
No, he's not here. Like I said, this was just a concern brought to me.
Tell him
Thank you, Hex.
fucking thing, then, if
I'm
he
not
has
going
that kind of a mouth.
I promise you.
I think it was just a
He more
warning.
than likely was talking to them just to avoid civilians. He hates LF and he hates Foxtech.
Good, but don't tell him about this.
I wasn't going to.
Okay, there we go.
I
No
was
problem.
also not going to.
Yeah, I think it was just to give us a heads up and a warning.
Harming civilians. That was a very big point.
That's what I was
of our
going to say.
conversation.
The only reason I could see him ever talking to Vestertech was to make sure that people wouldn't get caught in the crossfire.
So,
because if a corporate war breaks out, there's going to be crossfire.
There is something I need to
Oh
bring
my
up.
god.
Be it untimely.
It's the baby muncher.
Sanity costs me a lot of brain power. Do you want me skipping out on useful
Go ahead, go ahead.
We spoke before of eating souls, consuming the souls of Leap Foundry units. Is this what Camilla has done?
Allegedly.
Potentially.
If that is correct, then what has happened to her is a direct result of eating Leap Foundry souls. She is dead. She will be laid claim to soon. If anyone else eats a soul, they will meet the same fate that she has. I'm honestly surprised she's not in a vegetative state as we speak. This is a warning. Do not make that mistake.
I don't think anyone else in our groups is capable of eating souls.
Camilla's gay haha.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh,
Cash.
your voice box so fucked.
Your voice.
Okay.
Fine.
I want to get this over with.
My ears.
And finish this fucking meeting.
I think
I need to leave soon.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
real quick,
Nautilus
real quick,
spaceport.
because I have to call someone in, because the reason being is because it's relevant to the spaceports. For the past 3 to 4 months, I have been spending alone. I haven't just been alone. I have also been with Peep. We've been in outer space. We've been looking at the locations and everything that have been coming down to it.
Is he okay? Oh yeah, no, it's Peep. He's
In
okay.
the beginning. You should have been here earlier.
Okay.
Because I was waiting for him!
Bori, I saw something. I saw something. Oh, is this the meeting spot?
Yes, it is the meeting spot.
Okay, so you know how we've I mean, I know, but I was committing some... Justice doesn't sleep, and neither do I. Oh, I took phone notes on my phone. So when me and Maury have been going up into space, and we've been looking, we've been searching, we've been gallivanting, and we have been perusing for possible oddities and weird things in space. I'm not really doing much right now. I might as well zip-zap zoom around and try and find stuff. I found something. There's a hidden fleet. I looked at it. It's definitely Leap Foundry, and it's got stuff getting ships from Zafira. There's... Let me go through my notes again. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit my head real hard. It's just hidden. Well, no, I didn't come from orbit. There's a big old plate.
Stand sharp.
Okay. They got stuff out there. It's very equipped. It's very big. It's very muscly in what it has. So they've definitely got stuff that's running about the current solar system that isn't like their big space station. We've mostly been scouting, so we haven't really done anything like on the topic. Also, I'm not strong enough to fight whole spaceship.
Peep, could you please read the thing again? You're missing the most important part.
I'm reading it. I'm here very late. It's dormant.
at current. That's
the other very important thing.
So
would you pronounce this from your thingy?
Thank you, Graham.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's the politics, Frank. So we're not looking at red here. They're still up and kicking. You remember those guys, right?
I fucking hate social.
Bear.
Oh, the green ones.
Is he the worst one? Oh,
Yes,
no.
he's the worst one. I hate politics. I hate politics.
Yeah.
The green.
You said social was green?
Yes.
I don't know if you're aware.
Most of the French are fucking green.
Huh. 2 years ago, we went up to space and we fought against everything. The reason a lot of Leap Foundry here is red is because they're a part of the red branch. There's like a branch for a bunch of different colors. Social was a part of politics. The green guys, they kind of helped us in the war. Enemy of enemy is a friend. I don't know if anyone's heard that phrase here today. But we kind of treated it as such. We benefited from them briefly. He gave us some goodies, but he also just wasn't a good cookie. The fact that he is now in this system, dormant, getting ships from places, well armed, but here, like in this solar system, I think that's icky and bad.
So you're telling me that not only are other people going to jump on Leap Foundry in when we do
Leap
this,
Foundry's gonna
there's a
jump
good
on Leap
potential
Foundry.
Leap Foundry might jump on itself.
My guess is he wants whatever the red branch is trying to dig up as well. That would be my guess.
Oh, great.
Please, I'm not smart.
Yeah, okay, I'll I got it. So the big thing is, and this is a big major problem here, social, and every factor and every capability he will try to gain as much information as possible. So much so that he is out of all of the overseers the one most willing to destroy anything, and I mean anything, of the other branches to succeed at finding what the economics branch is trying to get to right now. And if I am correct, the reason why he's staying dormant, the reason why he's staying back right now, is he's waiting to take the cake. Not only that, but anyone who interacts with him, he will gain some form of connection in and some form of leeway in. This goes for any of the gifts he has given out because of that raid. Anything that he has given out remotely, I'm pretty sure he's had some form of connection to, unless it is information. So there's one of that. The other part in all of this is social is one of the main results of why all of this shit is fucked in the first place. Because he wanted to be at the head and the control of everything. So he did some fucked up shit in the past, and it's caused most of all of this to happen.
Which means whatever the fuck thereafter, we need to find out what it is so we can make sure no one fucking gets it. End of discussion.
What do you think would happen if we found it first and destroyed it?
Let's not do that.
Just finish the first part of the meeting and then discuss history and the future. I want to get the discussion of the attacks.
We can make a second meeting to discuss the nuance to this. Because I know a lot of people
Figure that
here.
out later. That'll be different. That'll be
Is there
speed,
anything that would change our plans? Because I don't think outside of one person who is here with a ship, I don't think any of the groups here have the access to make a plan to attack anything off planet. So as interesting as this information is, I don't think we can incorporate it into our plans. Aside from
just in the small preparation
it,
that Leap Foundry might try and fight itself if we do something big.
Yeah, not necessarily to our benefit, because I feel like in that case we'd just be swapping red being assholes for green being assholes, but it is something to consider.
You just said you had a ship.
Yes.
You did? Oh, shit, damn. Okay. Well.
So we do have...
I'm okay. I'm sorry. I'm okay. It's been a long day.
So we do have the capacity, if we wanted to hit a spatial target.
I have a friend who has a ship too.
Add in to this, not only does Amari have a ship, but Tiberius did just mention he has a way to basically cloak in front of them.
Yeah, that's the person I was mentioning. So we have access to 2 potential ships.
Yes.
Now,
Which means we have a strike force that is capable of hitting something.
Yes, we can deliberate on who goes and what goes on that later. We're going to finish this one main element up. Amari, do you want to continue? Boys, I will fucking crush your heads in.
No. Stop it. Anyways, what? Okay, so EMP bomb hitting a drill, right? We're doing that?
Yes, we
What
can
is the
find a
rest
drill.
of us planning? I am helping Finnegan with a prison thing. Snow scale, what do you want to do?
Wait.
Are
what?
we?
Why are you asking them?
Because I have my hand.
They raised their hand!
Oh.
Are we doing that?
You came here a bit
Okay.
late. Yeah, that's what majority of people agreed to.
I mean I'm talking about the prison break.
That's...
We're doing that at the same time as the. I have
Every
something.
group is making a plan of what to hit at the same time that the port gets hit.
Okay.
Yes, this is a separate...
Me and.
Go ahead, Snow scale.
Me. This is an opportunity. This is a really big opportunity.
Oh, I wish people would speak faster.
Incredibly important that I need to do that I've been waiting for the right moment to do. That I was going to take Finn and Lily to go do.
Do you only need those 3 people?
Maybe Maury. But
Because if since you're technically a Valenti, you're under my umbrella of plan making. If you only need a few people, then potentially the Valentis could do whatever you're planning, and then also another target because we tend to be small groups anyway when we hit things. Why don't we? Because I don't think every group will know exactly what they're doing, because a lot of us got information to consider.
I had a second part to what I was going to say.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I've got.
I was going to ask Amari. I was going to ask if you can put together a team to do a hit on their network, do a cyber attack.
Absolutely.
Because I can't exactly elaborate on what I'm doing, unfortunately. But it's really fucking dicey. And if we are distracting if we're distracting them with the bomb and distracting them in cyberspace, that should be what I need to do what I need to do.
I have plenty of runners that can do network things quite well without me. If it's a dangerous thing, then I will make that clear to them.
It doesn't have to. It just has to be something like to get their attention. Just you're like a secondary like taking up their attention in cyberspace at the same time.
I can have that done, yes.
But if I thought we're doing the prison break earlier.
If we're doing it early, then yeah. Finn said something about it aligning at the same time, but that's a question
Is
for us.
the prison the one at the black box that's holding people? Or is it a different prison?
I do not know. That was a Finnegan question.
That's a Finnegan question.
I don't think we're at liberty to talk about it right now.
Okay.
I think
Liberty mentioned.
I think what Finn wants to do
Sorry.
can happen independently of this attack.
I can't hear that word normally anymore.
I have been waiting months for the right opportunity for this, and this is the right opportunity.
Okay, so why don't we start just not initial, like, permanent, this is for sure what we're doing, but rough ideas of what each group is probably going to do. And then the leaders, over the next couple weeks, as we get a better, clear idea of what for sure we're going to do, the leaders we don't have to decide 100% today because this is still going to be in talks as we plan it out. So why don't we try and discuss specifically like what we think we might be doing and what we're going to aim for in plans initially, so we get an idea of what we might be doing, and then we can say our main meeting is done, and then we can go into whatever meetings we want to discuss with people after.
Let's simplify this, and let's just stick with one thing and one result at all. And that is, one by one for each group, just tell us roughly what you're going to do in this time frame when this goes off.
Yeah.
Keep it as simple as that.
I wonder if there's asbestos. I'm not a pun.
For fuck's sakes.
Do you have ADHD?
That's fine. Alright.
No, I've got an empty tummy.
Amari, what's your plans? What are you going to do for your group?
Well, I have plenty of mercs that I can send out on a variety of things, whether I can send out multiple groups to aid with multiple things. I can send a net running group to provide a net running distraction. I can send an on-ground group to help buy out some of the arms. And I can send a group to help whatever else needs to be hit. Myself, I will most likely look into finding a prison to hit or something of that sort, unless I am needed for another group.
All right. Should we just go around clockwise to the team? Okay. So, Valentes, I really like her idea. So, probably one section of the Valentes will be doing your idea if we do coordinate it with the bomb. The other side will either be assisting Riot in hitting the tower, or focusing on finding a large Takana pillar that we can destroy. Something along those lines. I will be hearing other people and probably adjusting based on that.
Okay. Scrappos.
Detonate a giant fucking EMP
What do
bomb
you
at a
think
Nautilus
we're doing?
spaceport for a drill. Maybe, depending on if
Maybe your
anybody
plans
else,
changed, you know.
Depending, I was about to say, the big thing is we're detonating the bomb. Depending on if we have other members that are smaller, we might hit other targets depending. But primarily, it's the bomb.
We've got lots of folks, not all of them have to be with the bomb.
Exactly.
If any of you all need reinforcements of whatever the hell you're doing, you can send me a message. I'll see if I've got some people spare. Either some of my own boys, or some of the, I was about to call them
the aligned at the fucking Bayo 9 area.
I was about to call you the misfits, but that's not quite right.
Oh yeah, we're misfits, don't worry about it.
Okay.
We're all misfits.
Right.
Ion Coalition.
So, I can't particularly say that the Rust Buckets have any plans set in place. This, however, can change. I would like to look into some other facilities that can be hit up and thwacked during their confusion. Because Leap Foundry, unsurprisingly, has a fucking lot. So there's a lot on the table for us to potentially hit. Now, if it comes that we don't have anything in specific we can hit up, well, we don't have as much techies in the Rust Bucket, so I can probably count the fucking members on my fingers. We have a lot of tough cookies that just want to fucking sock it to LF. So, if I don't get any wiser ideas, or if no wiser ideas are suggested to me, then you need a big old pack of fucking scary synthetics to blow holes in buildings and big industrious cunts. Give me a call.
Yeah.
I'm honest.
No, not you. I have an idea.
Something you want to move to the right, or are you going to continue?
Hold on. What's your idea?
What's your idea?
Really quickly. Something that I've wanted to do for a long time, but haven't had the chance to. The first time I tried to get any information out of the black box, it was an alarm that set off, and I was chased by very large, very scary things, and I almost died. However, if the there's going to be major distractions that would possibly give a chance of running into the black box and trying to pull information. This would be an infiltration stealth mission above everything else.
Alright. Got some sneaky cams I can lend you if that's related to my comment. If not, you've got a bunch of sneaky cams of your own.
We got a hand up too over here.
You have a hand?
Right. Oh, never mind.
Goldie.
I'm here on representation of Valk the Enlightened. I'm with the Hive of the Bay. We don't really have anything, no plans, but we're allies with the Scrappers, Valentes, every people of the Bay. If you guys need help from the Enlightened, the Enlightened Hive, sorry, I'm a little used to this too. The Hive, we've got you guys.
Right. You links, conditional stuff to talk about for the Southern Group.
Okay, so for the riot in particular, we are going to be striking 3 different things. Majorly big, hard, and any sport involving it will be very, very beneficial. There's the tower with a big fucking bomb. And there is the other core locations that are on the warboard. We're going to hit them hard and fast before they can break in and actually get it. If we can, in the meantime, while they're distracted, take advantage of the situation, it means security and their attention to what they're badly wanting to get will be averted. And if we do achieve, somehow, getting something from back then, a key piece of information they have not gotten yet, that will be another piece that will have a head once we've actually fully finished. In the regards of obviously all this destruction, the recovery they'll have to do, we'll gain a finite piece that will get us a large step ahead. The riot, as always, is going to go in, blasting holes and exploding shit, causing a massive scene. So, like it or not, it's not going to be discreet, which means any other faction can join in and try and assist in this matter. Now, myself, I also do have something personal in the matters of all of this going on. And so I will be trying to use an advantage with the riots and with other groups as well, a possible key point and stationary point that we can actually keep that they can't even break into. If we can achieve that. But it requires going in the depths of the dredge.
Oh.
Love.
I have a thing to say about that.
Arise, white boy. I come close to this other task.
Who has arisen. Right. So, if the dredged are a target that we want to go after during this lull, we might have an opening that we might be able to use. I know a handful of you were probably there during it, but today there was a mining town, an industrial, that basically cracked open, and when it did, a metric fuck ton of large dredged units started pouring out of it. Now,
A very large one, too.
yeah,
That's the most recent
LF
attack.
is looking
That's
for
actually-
dredge. They may have just found an opening into, I don't know, dredged territory, dredged hives. If we're looking for an insertion point to go into while this whole distraction's going on, that might just be our best bet.
It is definitely
Something to also keep in mind.
Cave diving!
Something to keep in mind is that LF has been actively hiring ex-scrappers to go into these fucking mines. Organic ex-scrappers or synthetic.
Alright, chat, I'm gonna end the stream, prep the stream for the wardens instead, and I'll be back live in like 10-ish minutes. I will see you all there.